Hi everyone, welcome to a new episode of Crypto Tips. My name is Heidi, and today we're going to be talking about how to choose a validator if you are staking your Cosmos tokens, your Atom coins for Cosmos. I did a video on how to stake your Cosmos using your Ledger Live hardware device. But for those of you who don't know how to choose the people to delegate to actually earn that reward in the safest way possible, the most profitable way possible, I encourage you to keep watching because I'm going to cover it. So first and foremost, there are several different ways for you to stake your Cosmos. Whether you're doing this on a centralized exchange or wallet providers like Exodus and Atomic Wallet, you might not have the choice of which validator you are delegating your coins to. And if you actually genuinely care about the Cosmos blockchain and how it develops and the decisions that are made and how that development looks, you should care who you are delegating your coins to because you're delegating your voting power. That's what it is. Your Atom coins are voting power, among other things, on the Cosmos blockchain, much like in any other proof of stake coin. So staking is actually about much more than just earning a passive income. You are helping to secure that network, and you do have the potential to affect change on that network if you participate in that self-governance mechanism that is these voting rights that are granted to you by holding these coins. So again, if you're staking your Cosmos on things like centralized exchanges like Binance, for example, is the largest validator for Cosmos. It's probably the largest validator for most proof of stake coins just because it's the largest centralized exchange. The most used centralized exchange in this cryptocurrency space. Most people just dump their coins there. It's really easy for them to stake it from their account, or if they're not even staking it, Binance very well might be just taking their coins and staking it for them anyway. They've been kind of known to do that in the past. Anyway. So if you're using a centralized platform like this, you might not even have a choice. For example, I know that Exodus uses Everest staking as their partner. Atomic Wallet, I'm sure, has their own thing set up as well. And Binance, of course, is the validator. So they actually have a whole lot of voting rights on Cosmos, which I'm sure a lot of people in that community are not too happy about. Another thing to know about choosing a validator on the Cosmos network is if you actually find a list of all of the validators of Cosmos, there's more than 100, but only the top 100 are actually earning rewards for securing the network. Only the top 100 will be able to secure the network. So I have provided a list of the validators of Cosmos down below in the video description, of course. But keep in mind that if you're choosing a validator, make sure you're choosing at least number 100 or better, because anything below that isn't going to be earning you money. Furthermore, that limit of 100 validators is actually pretty low, especially if this network is supposed to be growing exponentially. I would love to see that number, 10x. That also, I know that they do have plans to expanding that number to like 125. I'm not sure when that will go down, hopefully sometime soon. I know that this is a relatively newly launched platform. It's been around since 2016, the idea of it, but it's really been kicking off, especially lately. So I recognize that there's gonna maybe take some time for that to happen, but I would love to see, a better push for the potential for greater decentralization than just 125. That's just my take on it. But I'm also going to include in the video description of this video the running costs of being a validator for Cosmos. If you want to actually do it yourself, it could be much more profitable, obviously, than delegating it to someone else. But the article I'm including down below in the video description, again, it's referencing prices that are referring to a different price of actually how Cosmos is priced today. I think the price has gone up quite a bit since that article was written. So just keep that in mind when you're calculating the running costs and the rewards that you're getting and how much that actually comes out to if you have to cash out into fiat. So there you go. Let's get into it. So speaking of the top 100 validators, just for those of you to get an idea of the type of money that you're working with, not to delegate, but if you are running a validator, for example, the validator right at number 100 is having an investment of $2,786,756. That's, as of today's price, is about $14 per atom. With the amount of money, with the amount of atom that has been delegated to that validator, that's how much money they are working with. Now, here we are getting into the concept of self-delegation. Now, that huge number, that $2,786,000 plus dollars, isn't what is needed to be invested by the validator itself, the person actually running the validating node. That is how much needs to be delegated to that node. But now we're talking about things like self-delegation. This shows you how much skin in the game that validator has in running the node. How much are they incentivized to play by the rules? Will they themselves lose a lot of money if they, let's say, have a lot of downtime, or if they somehow sign 2 blocks at the same time? Either that's done maliciously or it's done just by someone who cannot properly manage the node. Either way, that's a red flag for a validator. And the risk there is that, number one, if they have too much downtime, basically they need to sign at least 500 blocks within the past 10,000 blocks. That's the minimum amount of activity basically that they need to be having on their node. If they fall below that, there's a risk of that delegation being slashed of 0.01%. And as a validator, if they have skin in the game, that means that's their money that will get slashed as well. And additionally, if they do something like sign 2 blocks at the same time, they will get a slash of about 5%. So again, that's a much bigger chunk of their time. So that's definitely trying to incentivize, again, a very active node and also a capable validator of the network. You want to have someone who's on it, who understands, who wants to do it honestly, and is doing it every day, basically. And the whole concept of slashing is not new. It's not unique to Cosmos. There's also that concept with Polkadot and with Cardano as well. So it looks like the commission rate of about 9% has been the, overall accepted rate by the Cosmos community. Now, this validator is given rewards for signing a block. And if they do so successfully, they're rewarded both new Cosmos and Cosmos in the form of transaction that are paid by transaction fees. So those chunk of coins is what is to be distributed to all of the people who are delegating to that validator. And that commission fee, that 9% commission fee, is basically that validator's cut of the chunk of coins that would have been distributed. And they'll use that for their operating costs or, for investing to further bulk up their validator operation. So again, much like on Polkadot and Cardano, again with Cosmos, you're gonna look for a healthy commission fee that's not too high. Also a validator that has at least some skin in the game, a decent amount of self-delegation, staking in their own validator, so then they're incentivized to operate their validator honestly and actually help to secure the Cosmos network and not to hurt it. I actually found a list of about 13 validators that could be good choices for you. I will provide those in the link down below in the video description through a Reddit post as someone who seemed to have a good head on their shoulders and actually did some research as well. I encourage you to look into each of these validators before you choose. Again, if you care about that voting power that your coins hold, you can always reach out to these people and see how they feel about certain topics, how they plan on voting on the proposals that are currently up for a vote, and just get to know your validator if you care. You'd be surprised how many people actually don't care and just care about how much money they're earning. This is a really cool space, this cryptocurrency space. It's brand new, it's an experiment. It's the first time ever that people like you and I, not these accredited investors, angel investors, not these big governmental authorities or, special political figures, we can enact change on a network in a very real way. You have voting rights that actually can matter much more than just some, national election. So if you care about that, I encourage you to, keep up up to date what's happening with the proposals on Cosmos or on any blockchain that you are staking your coins for. And yeah, be a part of it, because why not? It's pretty cool, right? So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you guys found this one to be informative, I encourage you to hit that like button if you please. I appreciate that. And also hit subscribe if you haven't yet to get more videos like this and to get your daily fix of all things crypto. I'll see you again soon, but until then, stay happy and healthy. I'll see ya.